Hey guys, okay, let's go ahead and get started. First, I am going to be taking this night emollient cream from Mary Kay. Now, I know this says nighttime and it is emollient, so it is pretty heavy, but my skin was just super dry today, so I decided to go in with that. It didn't affect my makeup at all. Then I'm going with some moisturizer and my Best Damn lip mask from Best Damn Beauty. Then I'm going in with my primer. This is the Present by Philosophy. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. Like I've said before, I don't know if it's available because I know they were discontinuing it, but this is the primer that works best for me. I do find that my makeup stays on for long periods of time with this primer. Next, I'm going in with these Sephora illuminating drops, and I'm just going to go ahead and place them on the high points of my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead too, just because I want this to be a really bronzy, glowy, summery look. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe G36 brush, and I'm just putting the remainder of the drops onto my brush. And then I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay CC cream. This has been my best friend lately just because it's been so hot out, so I don't really feel like wearing foundation. But this helps to have enough coverage to go ahead and even out the appearance of my skin tone. And I do like using this with a brush instead of a beauty blender just because the formula is a little bit heavier, like creamier. I don't know if you guys have tried the Milani 2-in-1 foundation, but the Mary Kay CC cream reminds me a lot of that texture, so I like going in with a brush for that reason. Then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Browsings little palette thing. This is new. I did just pick this up because I wanted to kind of step up my brow game. I'm still working with this product, so it might not look that nice, but I'm working with it. I'm not used to it. Usually I just use a NYX micro brow pencil or some sort of pencil. So having this like waxy formula with the powder is very different for me. So I do take a while doing my brows this time around. That's why I went ahead and sped this whole process up just so you guys don't get bored. But once I do find something that really works for me, or a way to use this that really works for me, if you guys want to, I can go ahead and do an updated brow routine. I just don't really have a brow routine now. It's just a pencil, so yeah. Next, I'm going to go in with this NYX HD concealer, and I just went ahead in with this because since I am not used to using that brow product, I do have a little bit of cleanup, and I've also just really liked the carved out brow as of lately. I don't know why. Like I've been using lighter, more natural like base, like foundation, concealer, and everything, but when it comes to brows, I've been wanting them a little bit more precise, I guess you could say. Next, I'm going in with this I Love Stage Eye Primer. I love using this primer whenever it's just something like quick and on the go eyeshadow, just because it is more affordable, so I use it more often, and it has a really nice color to it where it does kind of correct the color of my eyelids just because they are a little bit dark sometimes. So while that primer is settling in and everything, I'm going in with a second layer of the Mary Kay CC cream with the same Morphe brush. I like having the first layer kind of settle down a little bit before I go in with another layer. Then I'm going to go in with this Morphe, you know what, I don't remember which palette this is. I don't know if it's the copper one or the other one, but I will go ahead and put it in the description bar down below just so you guys know. Then I'm going in with this LA Girl color corrector in orange. My dark circles have been like really bad lately because I've been not sleeping at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and color correct the darkness under my eyes, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this in with my finger. Sometimes I find that this is just easier than using a brush, but you can absolutely use a brush or a beauty blender, whatever your tool of preference is. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX HD concealer again, the one that I used to carve out my brows, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this as my concealer slash highlighter just to bring some light under the eyes. And then I'm going to use a Real Techniques contour brush to go ahead and blend that all in. And just because I felt like there was still a little bit of more darkness and a little bit of more orange, I did want to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Medium, and just go ahead and add this more in the inner corner where it does get a little bit darker. You can definitely skip this step though if you don't use the color corrector, or if you don't like that much product under your eyes. You don't have to do that step. And then I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the other areas of my face. Then I'm going to go in with the foundation brush that I was using, the G36, just to kind of avoid all those harsh lines that were left and make sure that everything blends seamlessly and no lines are showing from the concealer to the foundation. Then I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay translucent powder. You guys, I have seriously been loving this translucent powder, and I noticed the other day that there's actually like, it's very, very like, it's barely noticeable, but there's little like, I don't want to say glitter because it's not glitter, but light reflex, I guess you could say, like the Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier. So if you do decide to use this all over to set your foundation, it's going to give you that really nice glow. So I've been really enjoying this translucent powder for that reason. Then I'm going to go in again with this Morphe palette, and I'm going to go in with that kind of peachy shade. I'm going to go ahead and use this on a really fluffy brush in order to put this all over my crease area. Then I'm going in with the shade below it, and it's like a really like caramelly brown color, using the same brush, and I'm just going to place that a little bit lower than the peachy shade to go ahead and create more of a definition in my crease, but still light. I wanted something really light, airy, more like a daytime summery look, I guess you could say. Then I'm going in with a Morphe M441 brush. I love this brush, and I'm going to go in with the same brown color, but since the brush is a little bit more dense than the other fluffy brush, it's going to give it the appearance of another color just because the brush is more dense, so it's going to come off with a little bit more pigmentation. So I'm just going to go ahead and swirl that all over, kind of mixing in the very first peachy shade with everything else. Just really blended, really airy is what we are aiming for. Next, I'm going to go in with these two shimmer shades. These shades are so beautiful. I did not add any like Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray to add more shimmer to these shades. This is just how they're coming on the brush, and I didn't really want to do anything that involved a setting spray just because I again wanted it really light, really airy. I am going to go in with one more coat of this eyeshadow, just more so in the center, so it kind of pops out at you and gives you that more highlighted effect. But other than that, I'm not going to go ahead and accentuate it anymore. So that is what it looks like. Happy dance. And then I'm going to go in with this Mary Kay palette. I love this palette, you guys. I made it. I mean, I didn't make it, but you know what I mean. I customized what shadows I wanted in there, and blush and bronzer and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this Mary Kay bronzer on this Morphe brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and work that into my cheekbones and a little bit on my forehead as well. And using a bronzer is really key to a bronzy summery look. just because you want it to look like you've been out in the sun. And here you can see the difference of what each side looks like. Now this bronzer might not be for everyone just because it does have, not glitter, I don't know what word I'm trying to find, but those like little light reflex in there as well. But on me, I don't know, I feel like I can't really tell. Not on camera, not in person really, but even if it is, like, it's subtle and I feel like it doesn't really bother me, but a lot of people do really like the matte bronzers. So if that's something that you're gearing towards, I do suggest the Physicians Formula Buttery Bronzer or Summery Bronzer, Butter Bronzer. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. That bronzer is so good. Bronzer. Then I'm going to go in with Becca and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop highlighter. I love this highlighter, you guys. I can't get enough of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and focus this on the high points of my face. So my cheekbones, my chin, my nose, right above my eyebrows, and a little bit on my cupid's bow as well. I wanted this to look really bronzy slash really glowy. So you'll see here that I'm packing this on. A tip, just kind of something that I've picked up and something that I like. Whenever I use the highlighter after the blush, you can really see that like significant line. So what I've been doing lately is my bronzer, my highlight, and then my blush. So my blush goes ahead and kind of blends everything in together. So I'm using these two blushes from Mary Kay. I love this combo. I just swirl my brush in between them both, and yeah, that's been my favorite combo lately. And then I just go ahead and apply some on the bridge of my nose just to go ahead and give it that sun-kissed natural look. Then I'm going to go in with this Morphe setting spray. You guys, this setting spray smells so bomb. Like, I can't believe it. Then I'm going to go in with my third layer of highlight because, you know, 2 just isn't enough. And I like doing this because once I put the setting spray, right before it dries all the way, I like applying the highlight just to give it more of that like wet look, if you know what I mean. Then I'm going to go in with my eyelash curler, go ahead and give my eyelashes a nice curl. This one is by Tarte. I bought a new one just because my beautiful little rhinestone one isn't really working as well anymore. So I went ahead and got this one. I love eyelash curlers by Tarte. I think it's really important when you're not using false lashes to find a curler that really works for you. So I'm going in with that, and then I'm going in with this Big Shot mascara by Maybelline. This mascara is so good. I use it probably every day. If not every day, then almost every day. I'm almost out, and I've never ran out of a mascara except my Mary Kay Lash Intensity one. Usually my mascaras just go out. So, or not go out, they go bad. So that says a lot about this mascara. And then I'm just going to go in with this Sephora lip gloss that my sister-in-law gave to me. I love it just because it's super easy, and I've just been into the glossy looks as of lately. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with a second layer of the mascara. You always want to let your first layers dry a little bit before you apply a second layer of anything. So that's just what I went ahead and did here. Then I'm going to go ahead and take these clips out, and I'm going to go ahead and apply some of the Wave Spray. I've been loving this, you guys, just like air dried hair out of the shower and then applying this. It really accentuates the waves that I already have in my hair. You guys usually just don't see them because I usually wear my hair up or it's straightened. And that is it for the finished look, you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I'm so sorry I haven't posted in a long time, but I felt like I really wanted to, and I hope to see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.